Open Heavens Daily Devotional, Saturday, November 11. Becoming God's favorite is our topic for today. And the memory verse is taken from Psalm 42 verse 1. And it says, "As the hart panteth after the water brooks, so panteth my soul after thee, O God." Parents usually love their children, but oftentimes they would have favorites even among them. They might try not to make it obvious, but they know who their favorite is. In the same way, there are favorites in the family of God. These are people who please God in every way they can. One of the major life ambitions of God's favorite is to become very intimate with Him. Whether you become a favorite of God or not is up to you. It doesn't matter what you choose to love or hate. In 1 Corinthians 9:24-27, Paul said that in a race, there are many people running, but only one winner will emerge. The Lord wants you to be the winner. I don't know about you, but I want to be at the forefront of this race. I used to be a runner when I was a little younger, and our coach would always tell us to make sure we came first. To be number one, you must be willing to pay the price, according to Philippians 3:7-14. The price you receive at the end of this race is determined by how willing you are to put your body under now. When it comes to being intimate with God, it is more about what you do in private than in public. In Genesis 39:1-9, Joseph was faced with tremendous pressure from his master's wife to commit adultery. He ran away. He was very committed to honoring God even in private. By the time you read Genesis 15:21, he said that his brothers came to bow before him. Those who want to be intimate with God don't go after public approval and public image. They simply do what God loves, notwithstanding what the public thinks about it. In Daniel 1:3-8, Daniel and his friends decided not to defile themselves with the king's meat, contrary to public opinion. It must have looked crazy or like fanatics to some people, but they didn't mind. As long as they were not defiling their bodies and God was happy with them, they were satisfied. In return, God made them the rulers of all the people when the time came. If you are not willing to count as loss those things that should have been gained so that you can win Christ, you are not willing to become intimate with God. Today's channel sponsors is Clay Media. Be sure to check out their products.
And as she stepping at the place, so every other power go mellow, everywhere go they rearrange, nobody say no. Number one.